Welcome to GreenBiz Studio. I'm John Davies. I'm here with Jesse Morris, principal at Rocky Mountain Institute. Welcome, Jesse.
Thank you for having me.
So, Jesse, I know that you do a lot of work around with utilities and other stakeholders around business model development, innovation. What are some of the things that you've been working on?
Yeah, so one of the biggest things we've been working on is all of these companies in North America see all these regulatory changes that are kind of coming down the pipe. They look at states like New York, Hawaii, California, many others, and they say, we see regulations coming around and changing, and we think they're going to allow us to make money on things like solar, things like batteries, things like energy efficiency, but we don't totally know how to do that. So what a lot of the work we've been doing is saying, let's assume all these regulatory changes are happening, and let's figure out exactly what kind of business you should be building to make money in that future environment. So these are things like working with trade desks to figure out how to aggregate thousands of different batteries that are installed at those customer sites, roll those resources up to electricity traders so that they can use them to arbitrage electricity markets. So that's kind of an example of a lot of the different business models we've been working to build with many of the companies we partner with.
And so are you working with a wide variety of stakeholders? I mean, with companies and government and sort of convening to bring all this together?
Yeah, so part of Rocky Mountain Institute does a lot of convening with huge variety of stakeholders, startups, regulators, other politicians, federal agencies, labs, you name it. And that part of our organization is focused on those regulatory questions. What is the utility business model of the future? What will those regulatory changes be? At the same time that sort of facilitated and collaborative stuff is going on the other side, we try and ground ourselves in the actual business side. So that's where the example I just offered comes in, doing actual consulting with large clean tech companies or non-clean tech companies that want to get into this space. So we try and keep both activities going on just so we can kind of keep our nose to the grindstone and know what's actually happening at the ground level.
So one of the things I love about RMI is your ability to help forecast the future. So is there one or two trends that we should be looking at least in the short term? I know the long term is really hard to predict.
Yeah. Can I cut the middle and go medium term?
Sure.
Okay. So we just started a new foundation called the Energy Web Foundation, and it's focused on blockchain technology. That's a word that has been thrown around. GreenBiz has covered it in a number of different articles. And we are very bullish on what that technology can do as it relates to everything I talked about on integrating solar, integrating batteries, enabling customers of all shapes and sizes to participate in the electricity markets of the future. So my prediction would be 5 years from now, you're going to have blockchain-based applications going on in places across North America and across the world in the energy sector, but the customers will have no idea that that's what's going on in the background. So hopefully that word will disappear from our lexicon. And it'll just be there.
It'll be really exciting, I know that.
I hope so,
yeah. So I've been here with Jesse Morris, principal at Rocky Mountain Institute. Thanks, Jesse.
Thank you.